Have you done this today? Or maybe yesterday? You saved the leftovers from lunch, popped them in the microwave the next day, and thought you were doing something practical, maybe even healthy. But what if I told you that some of the most common foods in your kitchen, foods you probably eat every week, can become toxic when reheated? Yes, toxic. And we're not just talking about an upset stomach or heartburn. We're talking about compounds that increase your cancer risk, harm your memory, and can even accelerate brain aging. And the worst part, these foods aren't exotic or unusual. They're things you likely have in your fridge or lunchbox right now. In this video, we'll reveal the 5 most dangerous foods to reheat and explain exactly why they become so harmful. You'll understand what happens inside your body when you reheat and eat them, and what you can do to avoid these silent risks. And at the end of the video, we'll give you a special bonus, a quick 1-minute test that can help reveal whether your brain is already suffering from these toxic food effects. So if you reheat rice, chicken, or potatoes often, you need to watch this all the way through. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment number 1 if you've ever suspected that reheated food could be harmful. Let's uncover the hidden dangers behind these everyday habits and learn how to truly protect your health. Food 1. Rice. You might not realize it, but rice, yes, that leftover white or brown rice from last night's dinner, can become very dangerous when reheated. The issue isn't just the reheating itself. It's how long the cooked rice was left out at room temperature before being stored in the fridge. When rice sits out for more than 1 to 2 hours, it can develop a bacteria called Bacillus cereus. And here's the scary part. This bacteria is heat-resistant. Even if you microwave or reheat the rice thoroughly, the toxins released by Bacillus cereus remain in the food. And those toxins are aggressive to your gut and nervous system. What are the symptoms? Nausea, vomiting, severe diarrhea, stomach cramps. But in the long term, repeated exposure to these toxins can lead to chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and even neurological degeneration over time. One study published in the Journal of Applied Microbiology showed that these toxins may affect the blood-brain barrier, increasing the risk of dementia in older adults who already have inflammatory predispositions. Plus, rice is often reheated unevenly in the microwave. It may feel hot on the outside, but still be warm or even cold in the center, the perfect breeding ground for dangerous bacteria. So here's the bottom line. If you must store cooked rice, put it in the refrigerator as soon as it cools, and eat it within 24 hours. When reheating, make sure it's steaming hot all the way through. But if you can, avoid reheating rice altogether. Your digestion and your brain will thank you. Have you ever had a bad experience with leftover rice? Share your story in the comments, and if you're still watching, hit like, subscribe, and comment number 1 so we know you're with us. Food 2. Potatoes are cheap, versatile, and found in nearly every kitchen. Mashed, fried, baked, or boiled, they show up in many forms. But what many people don't realize is that reheating potatoes can make them harmful, both to your body and your brain. When cooked potatoes are left at room temperature for too long before refrigeration, two dangerous things happen. Heat-resistant bacteria like Clostridium botulinum can grow, especially if the potatoes were wrapped in foil and not refrigerated. Oxidation of starches and nutrients can occur, leading to the formation of pro-inflammatory toxic compoundtion reheated. These changes can disrupt digestion, cause gastrointestinal distress, and, when eaten frequently, contribute to low-grade inflammation in the body, especially in the gut and the brain, according to research published in Food Chemistry. Reheating potatoes can increase the presence of acrylamide, a chemical compound with carcinogenic potential that forms when starchy foods are cooked and then reheated. Also, like rice, potatoes are often reheated unevenly, hot outside, cold inside, which doesn't eliminate harmful bacteria. So what should you do? If you plan to store cooked potatoes, refrigerate them as soon as they cool. Never eat potatoes that sat out for more than 2 hours. Avoid reheating them multiple times, and, if possible, eat them fresh or cold if safely stored. And one more warning: if your potatoes have green spots, sprouts, or a bitter taste, throw them away immediately. They may contain solanine, a toxin that can affect the nervous system. Had you heard about this before? Let us know in the comments. And if you're finding this helpful, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and comment number 2 so we know you're still with us. Food 3 eggs. Eggs are one of the most complete foods in nature. They're rich in protein, choline, vitamins, and minerals, a true superfood for your brain and muscles when eaten fresh. But when you cook and then reheat eggs, especially boiled or scrambled ones, what was once healthy can quickly become harmful. Here's why. The protein structure in eggs is sensitive to excessive and repeated heat when reheated. These proteins undergo deep denaturation, altering their original shape and forming compounds that can be harder for your body to digest and eliminate. Eggs also contain sulfur when reheated. This sulfur can interact with other elements in the egg and form toxic sulfides in small amounts. These can irritate the gut and trigger inflammation, especially in seniors or those with a sensitive digestive system. A study in the Journal of Food Science found that reheating eggs can reduce the availability of choline by up to 40%. And choline is essential for memory, cognition, and brain protection. So not only are you losing the egg's benefits, but you may also be increasing silent inflammation, disturbing your digestion, and even experiencing discomfort like bloating, gas, or nausea. And if you often microwave scrambled eggs, be cautious. Eggs can superheat from the inside, building pressure that can cause small explosions when you bite or cut into them. Best practice: cook eggs fresh whenever possible. If you must eat leftovers, boiled eggs are safer cold, as long as they were properly stored. Have you ever felt unwell after eating day-old eggs? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment number 3 so we know you're still watching. Food for chicken. Chicken is one of the most widely consumed meats around the world. It's in lunch boxes, salads, dinners, and fitness meals everywhere. But what many people don't know is that reheating chicken can be dangerous, especially for your gut and brain. Why? Because chicken contains a high concentration of animal protein when reheated. These proteins undergo structural changes, making them harder to digest and increasing the production of free radicals, which are linked to aging, inflammation, and neurodegenerative diseases. Plus, chicken is a highly perishable food. If left unrefrigerated for more than 2 hours, harmful bacteria like Salmonella or Campylobacter can grow rapidly, and many of these bacteria survive microwave reheating, especially when the meat heats unevenly. A study published in the Food Control Journal found that nearly 30% of food poisoning cases from chicken were linked to improper reheating. And that's not all. Cooked chicken stored for more than 48 hours and then reheated may release oxidized fat compounds, which can damage cells and contribute to heart disease and cognitive decline over time. So what should you do? If you're going to eat leftover chicken, store it properly in the fridge. Consume it within 24 to 48 hours and reheat it thoroughly, all the way through. Avoid heating and reheating multiple times, and never reheat chicken at low temperatures or for just a short time. This increases the risk of bacteria surviving and causing serious illness. Have you or someone you know ever had an issue with reheated chicken? Share your story in the comments. And as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment number 4 if you're still here with us. Food 5 spinach is widely known as a superfood rich in iron, folic acid, fiber, vitamin K, and antioxidants. It supports bone health, brain function, and your cardiovascular system. But when spinach is cooked and then reheated, it can go from being a health hero to a potential health hazard. That's because spinach contains high levels of nitrates, which are natural in leafy greens, while nitrates themselves are harmless when freshly cooked. Reheating, especially in the microwave or at high temperatures, can convert them into nitrites and eventually into nitrosamines. These compounds have been linked to gastrointestinal cancers and possible neurological damage. A study published in Food and Chemical Toxicology warned that reheating nitrate-rich vegetables can generate carcinogenic and neurotoxic compounds, particularly dangerous for infants, the elderly, and those with low stomach acid. Spinach is also high in oxalates, which can crystallize when reheated and increase the risk of kidney stones, gut inflammation, and even joint issues. So, what's the safest approach? Avoid reheating spinach altogether. If you want to eat it the next day, consume it cold in salads or smoothies, or cook a fresh batch instead. If you've made too much, it's better to discard the excess than to risk your health. Do you usually store and reheat cooked vegetables like spinach? Share your routine in the comments. And if you're still with us, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and comment number 5. Bonus quick 1-minute test. Is your body sending warning signs? Now that you've learned about the 5 everyday foods that can become toxic when reheated, let's take a quick test. It takes less than 1 minute to see if your body is already showing signs of mild food toxicity or early cognitive strain. Answer yes or nitrogen monoxide to the questions below, Do you often feel tired even after a good night's sleep? Do you frequently forget where you placed simple things, like your keys or glasses? Do you feel bloated or gassy after eating leftovers? Has your digestion felt slower or heavier lately? Do you get headaches often with no clear reason? Do you usually reheat the same food more than once? If you answered yes to 3 or more, it may be a sign that your body is under silent inflammatory stress, possibly caused by toxins from repeatedly reheated foods. The good news? You now know how to avoid it. Closing. Take care of your future today's more. Changes, like avoiding the reheating of certain foods, can make a massive impact on your long-term health. Remember, sometimes it's not just what you eat, but how you reheat or prepare it that shapes your body and brain's future. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to Elder Longevity, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. And let us know in the comments, which of these foods do you reheat most often? Number 1, rice. Number 2, potato. Number 3, eggs. Number 4, chicken. Number 5, spinach. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this too. Your health begins with simple choices. See you in the next video.